Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect fall dessert. I'm going to show you how I make my apple cake. For this recipe, I'm using one Honeycrisp apple, but you can use any apple you like. I'm just going to peel this and then I'll cut it into thin slices. As always, the exact measurements will be in the description box below for you. Make sure you cut the core out before you slice it. Be careful when you're doing this, you don't want to cut your hands, but I'm used to doing everything in my hands, so this is no big deal. This is how I like my slices. They're not too thin or not too thick. They're right in between. Okay, now I'm going to add my apple slices to a pot. To that, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and the juice from half a lemon. I'm going to turn the stove on medium heat, and I'm going to let this cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. Be sure to go in there and stir it in between. When it's done, just remove it from the heat. Okay, let's make the cake. So to my bowl, I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of butter, and this has been softened at room temperature. I'm just going to beat this a little bit to get it started. Next, I'm adding half cup of brown sugar to that, and I'm going to beat this until it's nice and creamy. I completely forgot to set the timer to see how long it took, but I would say somewhere around 5 to 8 minutes. So it depends on the mixer you're using, how powerful it is, but you just want it to look nice and creamy. You always want to make sure you go in there and scrape down your bowl. Next, I'm going to add 2 eggs, but I'm adding one at a time and I'm beating each one in. Okay, now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to beat that until it's mixed in. Next, I'm adding 1 cup of flour to that, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of milk. Beat that until everything is mixed together, and make sure you go in there and scrape down your bowl. While you're mixing up your cake, you'll want to go ahead and preheat your oven, and I'm going to set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure to not overmix your batter. You just want to beat it until everything is nicely mixed together. Okay, now I'm going to spray my pan with some cooking spray, and I have to say I don't like this one. I don't like the way it comes out in the pan, but you know what, it is what it is and it works, but I just don't like it. I'm just trying to use it up. As you can see, this is a very small recipe. It makes only 1 cake, and this is an 8-inch pan. But if you've been following me for a while, you'll see that across my channel, my recipes are very small, and that's mainly because it's just the 2 of us. We don't need a lot of food. Just make sure to spread your batter out evenly in the pan. Next, you're going to take your apple slices and evenly layer it across the cake. And make sure not to go all the way to the edge, because sometimes the apples will burn if it's all the way to the edge and it touches the pan. So you don't want that. Bake this in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 40 to 45 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. I'm going to let this cool down a little bit before I take it out of the pan. Okay, so when your cake is completely cool, you're going to take some powdered sugar and dust it on top. Now this is not necessary, this is just for looks. I think the cake looks prettier with the powdered sugar on top, so that's why I'm doing it. So this is all up to you if you want to do this or not. We're going to quickly take a picture, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. As you can see, the powdered sugar melted in the cake, and that's just how it is. So now I'm going to cut a generous slice so we can see what it looks like. You guys, I couldn't wait to put it on a plate. I wanted a bite so bad. Oh my gosh, this was so good. The cinnamon, the brown sugar, all the warm flavors of fall. It makes me feel like fall is right here. And today is the perfect day right now. It's raining. It's like in the 70s. Oh my gosh, it's the best feeling. I love everything about fall and all the flavors and food and everything. If you're excited about fall as much as I am, I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, please come back and let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.